Hello everyone, welcome back to Sonic and the Sidekicks. We are nearing the end of our Sonic Adventure DX Director's Cut block, and rounding out the small stories, almost a relay we've got going on here. It's going to be the Amy story, and Amy's story has its own mix of really cool things, and we've got a couple of really cool cosmetic mods to showcase along the way, and I am joined by two wonderful people. We are joined by DreamTora and BeamQueenSol as they showcase the glory that is Amy's story. Go ahead and take it away, you two. How are you both doing?
I am doing well.
Doing pretty all right, all things considered. For those wondering about the hat that you might be seeing, they are totally a sidekick. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
a sidekick. 100%.
Kirby's absolutely a sidekick. So we're going to get into this run. I believe you want me to go ahead and take care of the countdown. The countdown. Oh my god. All right.
Countdown also works.
Countdown. All right, so I'm going to count down from 5, and we're going to get this run started. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
It's her turn now.
Again.
So,
couple of cutscenes we're going to be skipping. Nothing to worry about there. Don't worry about the fact that Amy just kind of smiled. It's fine. We're going to be jumping around a lot since Amy's top speed actually goes down on the ground because of the hammer.
And for some reason, she likes to get stuck on that light bulb because that is one of Cream's appearances. There is a skip you can do here where you can actually clip through the train station to get into the loading zone to trigger the cutscene with Sonic early, but it's an extremely risky
It's very easy to fall under where you need to go, or worse, get her stuck in the building, and just Amy's now in the train station forever.
Wait up, Sonic!
train station jail.
I can't run.
Yeah, pretty much.
The robot that was following you.
But now we have our first stage. We have Twinkle Park. Very quickly, we need to hit these switches to open the door, and there are ways around that, but yeah, we're not doing that because we're not that. That's one we're not super good at yet.
Yeah.
So instead, we're going to do this kind of normally. You see these mirror rooms. There's Zero, our friend. He wants to give us a hug. We don't want to hug him. We don't want to hug him. He's kind of mean.
Yeah, the clip you're talking about here in Twinkle Park, to be able to just skip the mirror maze area, it is quite difficult, even especially like if you've most recently picked up the run. And honestly, when you're just starting out with any of these categories, as you've seen some wild clips between Knuckles, Gamma.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, you don't need to do any of these clips to get started with speedrunning the game. In fact, I recommend you get more used to the character movement before you worry about the clips.
Yeah, so actually, there's a couple of stories that I actually know. This one entails, you'll actually see a little mod for Tails that I actually had on this as well, but unfortunately, we're not running that. But that one is also very fun, because it's largely like you fly all over the place. You fly like through the stage a lot of the time. It's kind of great. Aside from Sky Chase.
Yeah, we were talking about the fast SADX mod that we had Victory Cannon running for Knuckles. Tails benefits quite a bit from it, because he doesn't have to do basically 2 Sky Chases sandwiched between Chaos 4, or like with Chaos 4 leading into 2 Sky Chases in a row, because it removes all of that for both Sonic and Tails.
Oh, also bad news, we got caught by Zero. But that's okay, we're gonna play Whack-A-Mole, or Whack-A-Sonic. I'm sorry, there is Sonic here, but we're gonna deal with Sonic. The only way we know how.
I'm gonna hit him with a hammer.
That is just to whack him in the head.
I'll smash him with a hammer!
I need this thing to actually play nice. Okay, good. There we go.
Yeah, so this section, the goal is to get above 2,000 points to beat Eggman's high score, because apparently the door lock is held together with duct tape glue and a high score. I don't know why. So 2,100 is where we're going to stop. The regular blue Sonics are worth 100 points. The Super Sonics are worth, I believe, is it 500 points?
500.
And the Robotniks are negative 200.
Also, I love that Eggman gets very upset about losing.
Yeah.
Eggman is a very
mad.
sore loser.
It's also going to pick up the Warrior Feather for us, which I believe we never actually use.
No.
But it lets you do a hammer spin in place. If you do the hammer spin for too long, Amy gets really dizzy and walks extremely slow, so it's not actually helpful.
That for the cosmetic mod that I have, the Warrior Feather appears as a little hat on top of Amy's head.
Yeah, it gives Amy her Lolita hat.
Yeah, it's a very cute mod. Unfortunately, Flapped Amy gets nothing. That's weird. Never had her slow down on Flap.
Hold onto the handle and turn the key to the left to open the door.
So
I'm not saying the line.
This is Hot Shelter we all know and love. This is the stage that we know all the tricks for.
Okay, she's not one of the proper on that one. That's fine. Not a big deal.
Yeah, Hot Shelter between Big and Gamma and Amy, they have a lot of really cool tricks that they can do in Hot Shelter. And this is honestly, if you want to start learning clips and tricks, for Amy, Hot Shelter is a good place to start because there's a lot of ones that are kind of palatable to newer players. I don't know if there's a guide or a video tutorial for Amy.
I don't know either, but there's a really simple one that's about to come up. We call it Bathroom Break.
Yeah, Bathroom Break is one of the simpler tricks to do.
And there we go.
Just starting into speedrunning.
Yeah, you just get behind in that bathroom stall without opening the door with your hammer. And once you're inside and positioned against the wall, you use the bathroom stall door by hammering to just kind of slam you through the wall and into the gear room. And then we're going to go through, as we saw with Gamma, this wall that Sol's at is not solid at all. And we're just going to do that to get into this room a little bit faster.
Yeah, you don't have to do it from both sides. I don't trust me on the sides. And then we'll go over here. Where am I at?
Unfortunately, I missed that cog there.
So we've got a little puzzle room here, and you're gonna. Oh, I don't think you have a kill plane. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, unfortunately, I for some reason wasn't hitting a kill plane there, so I was just kind of stuck.
Yeah, I think you would maybe so kill planes aren't going to be everywhere. It's weird where they actually exist, and that's going off of just SA2 knowledge as well, because there's a kill
and
plane
we found
viewer
that
mod
out the
for-
hard way doing Tails' story, because
Oh yeah, because I learned very quickly. If you want to learn about death planes in this game, run Tail Story. Because Tail Story, you will encounter the Windy Valley.
You to all kinds of death planes.
Mm-hmm. Windy Valley.
Yeah, I learned very quickly how quickly you can run into those.
Yeah, there's a bunch of holes interweaving with the death planes because they really only put them where you realistically would normally fall is Sonic or Tails if you're following the path of the stage. But we usually don't care about that as Tails in the speedrun, so we'll go off the beaten path and avoid a bunch of kill planes. It's very silly, and basically that's what happened to Tora as well. Nice.
Yeah, it's also surprisingly easy in Hot Shelter. Like that jump you saw me do, it is very easy to mess that up and just, oops, kill plane.
Alright, we're coming up on the end of Hot Shelter on Sol's side, and Tora not too far behind, approaching the first puzzle room in the computer room. We found the computer room.
Good, that'll help for the next run after this, I'm sure.
Exactly.
Also, we're being transported to the past for some reason, and this name is mean, so we actually have to turn around.
Yeah, I don't understand why they put Amy here and there's no actual cutscene in this.
I
that room
know.
for her.
Just let me up before, and I was like, oh,
no,
it's
Amy.
This way.
Amy's yeeting the block. Oh no.
Yeah, that also happens.
Yeah, trying to smoothly put down the blocks in the right colors means that if you have just the right amount of momentum, you are going to just yeet.
And that block's just gonna go like a mile away. Also, weird things with Dama. Don't worry about it. In fact, now we have to go into the jungle.
Yeah, so at this point, Amy's like,
tonight.
yeah, Amy's like, yeah, I'm gonna help the Flicky find their family because I think they're still aboard the egg carrier, and I want to be a hero too, and I want to be more independent of Sonic. So that involves helping a bird because, you know, why not?
Well, that's mildly unfortunate. Nope. There we go. Unfortunately, it is easier than it sounds to fall between the trees and then have to go around this way.
Yeah, because in the jungle, you can only really walk where the walls and divisions are in the jungle maze. If you happen to walk on just any of the leaves that are above path, they're just a texture. They don't have any collision, so you'll just fall right through and have to finish the maze as normal.
Yeah, thankfully, the maze is a very simple one in terms of, like, how to get through. And I hope y'all like lights out, because it's time for lights out. It's simple. Let's undo that one. I said let's undo that one. There we go.
Ah yes, the light up button's the true final boss.
As a kid playing this as Sonic, Sonic also has to do this light puzzle. It took me so long as a kid to figure it out.
Oh, same.
Yeah, same. I still struggle with it during my Sonic runs. It's like, I do it wrong and I'm like, well, I gotta quickly figure out how to fix this so I can get through.
Yeah, somewhere along the line it ended up clicking for me, and I don't know how because I don't speedrun SADX. Like, I picked up on the pattern recognition needed to, like, be like, okay, so this button lights up these or turns off these. And it just became muscle memory for probably the not the least efficient, but one of the less fast paths. There we go. To get through that puzzle.
There we go. The one use of the Warrior Feather made Amy dizzy.
Amy, you good there?
Yeah, she's fine.
Oh, what in the world is happening over there? She is stuck in a state of perpetual falling. Okay.
Yeah, she was just stuck in a tree there. That was weird.
Yeah, sometimes SADX has some interesting quirks, we'll say. As you've probably seen from Knuckles and Gambit stories, and you're seeing with this one. Also, we have door puzzle, and hopefully we did... Nope.
Oh yeah, there was door RNG.
Okay, I got lucky. We got the second door.
Yeah, so during off-stream practice, I did Final Egg, and I got the absolute worst luck, and that is last door luck.
Yeah, now we're doing Final Egg, and it's time to get out of the jungle, because we need to confront Zero now. We're tired of being chased by this thing. It's time to chase it.
But first you gotta climb very slowly up a ladder.
Yeah, it's a very important obstacle. I'd argue the real challenge
I'll
is
never
the ladder.
understand why Amy of all the characters climbs ladders the slowest.
Like, you'd think it'd be Big, but Big climbs the ladders the fastest, which is really funny because he has the slowest walking speed.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm kind of surprised, actually, on that one.
And you just saw me do there as I did the spin with the Warrior Feather, and Amy got very dizzy.
Yeah, case in point with the ladder. Here we are. This is it. Something, what a thrill.
Every few rungs of the ladder.
What a thrill. Something, metal snake.
Train headed for Station Square will be departing soon.
Something, hedgehog eater, I don't know.
Some days you feed on a hedgehog.
You know, as you do.
Or on a tree froggy.
Not first door. Watch me get last door RNG just to... Oh, I got second door, thankfully.
By the way, this is Zero. We're gonna bonk him into the wall. Electrify him. And then play
As you
jump
do.
rope. Time will be coming up on last hit. And time.
I just finished Final Egg and I will be on my way over to the jungle. Or not the jungle, the egg carrier.
So yeah, it'll be very quickly time for Tora to also climb the ladder. Still in a dream. I just now realized the pun that could have been made. I'm sorry, not the flippy out.
Yeah, excellent run on your end, Sol. We got a ladder climb, an excellent ladder climb about to happen on Tora's end.
Yeah, I'm still relatively newish to this. I don't know how I picked this up like I have. But Tora's been trying to get me to maybe learn Sonic's story and also SA2 at some point.
Yep.
They're good runs, and especially if you take them at your own pace and, you know, learn the things that you feel comfortable learning. Because a lot of folks like to focus on speedrunning as a, like, leaderboard climbing thing, and, like, it doesn't have to be just about getting the world record or the top IL times or anything. It could be about setting your own goals, and it's like, hey, I'd like to be top 10, or hey, I'd like to be top 50. With SA2, there's hundreds of runs on that board, and it could be like, hey, I want to be in this percentile.
I remember when Tora made the remark, I looked at the board and I'm like, why is it like 30 minutes? And the board's like, oh right, it's very busted.
There's a lot of movement teching clips and glitches in SA2, which hopefully next event we can get another SA2 run, because we didn't get any SA2 this event. And Dark Story is a very cool run when done at a high level. Or even, just someone in chat said just beating your previous PB. So, like, my partner compares speedrunning to golf a lot, because your first competition is your own personal best on a course, and speedrunning is very similar. GG.
Yeah,
that was actually a really quick 0 for me. Really quick cycle.
Gotta love it when it works
honestly,
out.
the 0 fight is probably one of the neater parts of the run to me. Like, Hot Shelter's neat because of all the cliffs, but Fast Zero is actually kind of neat. There's actually like a time in when you want to do the swing. And if you do it, you get that early hit. Otherwise, you play jump rope.
Are you okay? Can you fly?
Yeah, the window for hitting 0 while he's doing the his like slam down attack is so narrow that sometimes I feel like I'm hitting him at the right time, but it happens to be like right after his vulnerable window has passed. So it's like I'm like stuck having to wait for him to do a few of his attacks before I can actually hit him.
Whoa!
But thankfully he played nice this time.
Hey, you mentioned SA2, Amber. Maybe next event, I need to try to learn it for that.
Yeah, you can always take a look at it. We do these events yearly, so, and depending on what theme it is, whatever we end up settling on, SA2 ends up fitting into it or something. That'd be really cool. We have a couple of ideas floating around. We're always taking new ideas for these events. In fact, the fan game one that we did last year, Parallel Worlds, was by popular demand, because I had enough of the people in the community yelling at me, "Hey, do fan games! There's a lot of cool fan games."
I've seen there's a lot of them. Like, I know there's also like there's some S remakes, and I still want to try those out.
Oh yeah, we had one of the SMS remakes earlier today as our second run with Roman, so catch that in the VOD. Do y'all have any shout-outs you'd like to make as we wrap up and head into our next run?
I'd just like to say shout-outs to Sol, because she actually, we actually talked about racing Tails and Amy's story as kind of like an in-joke for a while, and then we decided, hey, why don't we actually did it for like an event earlier this year, and it just became a thing to where we were like, hey, this is kind of fun, why don't we submit this to some events? So, and she went from just learning the game to like learning all these skips, and like I had to like rush to catch up with her, because I was like, oh well, like I hadn't run these categories in quite a while. So
yeah, and to Tora's credit, she's also picked up on them pretty quickly.
Yeah, and shout outs to another Amy story runner, Picol, who pointed out some of these skips to us.
I did see P. Cole in the chat and giving the fast answer to the light puzzle.
Yeah, that light puzzle's honestly probably one of the best things to learn. Once you know the pattern, it's not too bad.
Yeah, because it's I lost the message. Oh, it's 2, 3, 4, 5, which is really funny. But yeah, thank you both so much.
2, 3, 4, 5, or 5, 4, 3, 2. Either one works.
Yeah, you can do them in any order as long as they're in some kind of order.
Yeah, as long as they're as long as they make sense and get the puzzle solved, especially in 4 inputs or less. But thank you both. Sol, did you have shout-outs? I'm having a moment where I'm like, did you say your shout-outs?
I did not, but other than Tora herself, I danced a little bit one to her and to another one in the community, Fox Rocks, basically being kind of responsible for me getting into this, but also it's kind of funny how I got into it in the first place, is that event that Tora talked about. It was like me with a Kirby run, everyone else with Sonic. So it was just kind of funny in that regard. Like, what if I did the opposite? But anyways, apart from that, you can find me on twitch.tv/BeamQueenSol. I typically do a lot of platformer runs, normally Kirby. The hat makes sense in that regard. But I've been branching to other platformers like this game and Spyro. But I'm pretty much there on Twitch, Twitter, Blue Sky. Pretty much I use this name everywhere.
Yeah, you can actually find me the same way. Like I go by DreamTora on most platforms, including Twitch. I speedrun this game. I also speedrun Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, which I am actually going to be picking back up to practice for an event later this month. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah, it's always nice to pick a game back up after a while. You always find yourself kind of like playing a little better too.
Yep.
Yeah, Girl Tails.
Oh yeah, shout out to the female Tails mod. That was the other event we did this for. There was the option to do Tails, it didn't end up happening, but that was the mod we would have used for that.
Yeah, female Tails is great, because not only do they change Tails cosmetically, but Tails' name, instead of being Mouse Tails Prower, is Millie Tails Prower. It's really cute.
All right. Well, thank you both for doing this race and capping off the Sidekicks small stories block we had. Coming up next.
Of course.
Coming up next, we have Shadow the Hedgehog SX Speedrunners Cut. Choose your own adventure % with Blazensetti. Now, you might be wondering, wait, what is Choose Your Own Adventure, and why is there a poll in chat right now? Which, by the way, if you are in full screen now, this is important. Choose Your Own Adventure, we're going to be running polls throughout the run. The first one we're going to run through the break as well, and we're going to be choosing the route that Blazensetti is going to be taking throughout Shadow the Hedgehog. So keep an eye out throughout the next few minutes, as well as the rest of the run, as we pick out I believe it's 6 stages that we have to play through for Shadow. And make sure you cast your vote for whatever stage you want to see in the route, and we'll just be buffering our route as we go along. So definitely pay attention to chat. This is your time to unfull screen, but we're going to take a 5-minute break before that and go have a drink, stretch your legs, take care of yourselves, vote for your favorite level in the out of Digital Circuit, Glyphic Canyon, and Lethal Highway for stage 2 of the run. And we'll be right back after the break.